Everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. My name is Raleigh. Thank you for stopping by. Now, today I spent a few minutes explaining the phrase egg scatterers. What are egg scatterers? Okay, so you have some fish and they practically, swimming in the aquarium and they are trying to breed them. And you wonder, how is it that you have never seen any egg, you have never seen any fries, and you know for a fact that you have sexed them properly in the sense that you have a male and a female. What is it so unique about these fish, right? I'm talking about the Tetra and Barbs. And you know you have different types of Tetra, you have different types of Barbs. So we just group them as Tetra and Barbs, right? Egg scatterers. Now, egg scatterers are those fish that when they actually lay their eggs, the eggs normally just litter the substrate in which they are swimming up, above, right? Meaning that the substrate is there and they're actually swimming above the substrate, right? Okay, so they actually litter the substrate with their eggs. And I'm talking about like 400, 500 eggs at one time, actually scattered all over the substrate, right? This is just their genetics as to how they are actually developed, or they actually see the whole idea of breeding, right? So these fish, the male and the female, the male would actually chase the female. It's unlike goldfish, where goldfish would actually be hammered by the male. Female goldfish would be hammered by the male goldfish to actually release the eggs, and then the mince will be extracted by the male that fertilize the egg, right? It's a total different scenario. It's different from koi, right, where the male koi will use its head and actually hit the female koi in the side to actually expel the eggs, and the eggs will actually float up to the top of the water, and the mince will actually be released by the male, which actually fertilize the egg. It's a total different scenario. In this scenario, the male and the female, the female is being chased by the male, right? The female actually release a hormone that tells the male that it is time for the eggs to be released, and the male actually chase the female around. While this chasing is going on, the mint is being released from the male, while the egg is being released also. So therefore the mint and the egg goes together, the egg is fertilized, and the egg fall to the surface of the substrate. The egg of an egg scatter is much denser than the egg of, let's say, a goldfish, koi, or a carp fish, right? These eggs float at the top. The egg of an egg scatter is totally different in the sense that it's not like a convex cichlid egg nor a chromite egg, where in which the egg is carefully laid, whether in holes, in tubes, or on the siding of the space in which it swims, right? It's just scattered all over carelessly. Now, what happened is that as soon as the egg is actually completed, the whole idea of expelling the egg from the female is complete, right? The male have actually ended the chase, right? If the male and the female is the only aquatic creature within the space, they will now go to the base of the substrate, go into the substrate and search for those eggs and actually consume them. So therefore it's just like a process, or it's just like it's a process, right? So they scatter the eggs and then they search for the egg and they consume the eggs. When breeding egg scatterers, you would have to have, if you don't intend to like use the mechanisms in which I use, right, you would have to have, it's preferred that you have gravel substrate. What the gravel substrate does, and I've explained this into a video before, is to actually create the opportunity for the eggs to actually fall between the creases of the gravel. And the egg scatter, whether it be rosy barb, whether it be tiger barb, whether it be black skirt tetra, whether it be filament barb, all those little barbs and tetra, the different types, rosy, all of them, right? Whichever, they have the same tendency. They will actually return for the eggs to consume, right? So the gravel actually prevents their mouth from actually going down and to actually consuming the egg. Even when the fry, well, the eggs are hatched, right, and the fries are swimming. The fries normally hovers to the substrate at the base, right, away from the adults, because the adults will actually consume them same way, right? And as soon as the adults are actually coming nearby to consume them, they will go in between the gravel, and that is how they survive. That is how they procreate. That is how they multiply, and you end up with more fish within the system. One reason why they actually expel so many eggs is because nature have it its way, knows that probably 60, 70%, 75% of the eggs would actually be eaten or destroyed, right? So the other 25% thereabout have a possibility of actually being fertilized, and the, 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 the the species continue along the line. I hope that this actually helps to, help you to gather much as possible an understanding as to what is meant by egg scatterers. All right. Thank you very much. Stopping by. Peace out. Catch you next time. Boop.